Moving on to the Ryanair Chase. And you can forget about the favourite because he won't be running here. This is non-runner, no bet. El Fabiolo 6-4. Banbridge is your 5-2 favourite. Ground dependent. Banbridge was taken out of the turners last year because of the deluge of rain on Wednesday. Fast or slow won't run here. He's 3-1. Stage Star will run here. He's 4-1. Envoi Allen will run here. He's 4-1. Conflated will run here. He's 7-1. Don't know if Capadano does. David might tell us more. Pictori has been taken out. And Fil Dor is 10-1. Sticking with you, Tony. Banbridge is, for a lot of people, one of their strongest fancies of the week. He's only had the one run this season, but he's pretty good when he's on song.
He is in the form. Got a nice boost at the weekend. Just the ground is the concern. It's very hard to back him anti-post. Or I suppose non-run, no bet for everything now. You just don't know if you're going to get a run. I would give Fil Dor a little bit of a chance here. I think he's been crying out for 2.5 all along throughout his career. A couple of times he got a goal in the Coral Cup last year. He probably out of form. I thought his run behind El Fabiolo and Cork now was very good. 2 just again kind of look sharp from. I'd just take a chance on him at double figures.
Lovely. He is 10-1 currently with Boyle Sports. Fil Dor. Are you a Banbridge fan, Robbie Power?
Yeah, he's a very, very good horse, but he is so ground dependent. I think even the ground in Cheltenham could be a bit in the soft side for him. I like Envoi Allen here. I think he's won the race last year. He had a great run in Down Royal again when he just got beaten by Jerry Colomb. He comes here very fresh. His form is always very strong when he's fresh. And I think he'll take a lot of beating. I don't think it's as strong a race as it was last year. Obviously, if Banbridge gets his conditions, he'll have a chance. I don't think Stage Star has a chance. I think Conflated as a chance dropping back in trip would be a fear for me, but I think Envoi Allen will take all the beating here.
Like, it's funny, Envoi Allen, like, people talk about this horse as though he's almost been disappointing in his career. He's a 3-time Cheltenham Festival winner. He won the Bumper. He won what was then the Ballymore. He won the Ryanair. He's been a brilliant horse.
Oh, he's a fantastic horse, and he's had a few issues along the way, but he's a very, very good horse. I wouldn't mind having a few more like him around. And when he's fresh, he's very, very good. So, yeah, I have a strong fancy for him. I think he's one of Henry's best chances for the week.
And his well-being and work at home is good, top-notch?
Yeah, no, so far, touch wood, he's been A1 and hasn't missed a beat. Everything's been going well in the build-up, and once it doesn't get bottomless, ground isn't going to inconvenience him too much.
And is it more of a help than a hindrance that he's missed a couple? I know he was in it in the Turles race, the horse and jockey chase, and he missed that, and a few others. He was in the race at Christmas. Is it a help that he comes here fresh from Down Royal?
Well, that was we missed Christmas, was where he was supposed to run. Then we thought we considered having another run before Cheltenham, because it was such a long time from Down Royal to not have a run, but the ground was very soft that day in Turles, so we thought better off going there fresh than leaving everything in Turles. So he's always a horse that's, I think, he's won first about every season bar this season, so I think he'll be alright. Going there fresh wouldn't be a concern for me.
Okay, there you go. Robbie Parris keen on Envoi Allen. Jonny Dineen, should he not be favourite? Won the race last year, 3-time festival winner. Why is Envoi Allen not favourite?
Look, I suppose he's probably shoving on a bit. You know what I mean? He's reckoning on the years. I thought the front three here, Banbridge, Envoi Allen and Stage Star in that order, were kind of a nice bit away from the remainder of the field. I thought the winner would come from those three. Banbridge is particularly ground dependent and missed the race here last year, and the ground wasn't even that bad when, like, by the time that race was to be run. That was in the race of Stage Star. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it was bottomless on the old course on Wednesday by the close of play. Remember Dream to Share the Bumper? Yeah,
but it wasn't even horrific. So, like, it's going to be well watered because it's going to be the first race on the Thursday, isn't it?
I don't think they'll water it all, though, will they?
Well, if to produce at least good to soft ground anyway, like, you know what I mean. So it's not going to be good ground anyway. That's for certain. So look. I don't know, will he get the actual ground he wants? He's a good horse though. Like, I mean, he beat Pictori fair and square in Kempton, and he's an entry winner too. He's a really top class horse. Whether he'll get the ground, I don't know. Envoi Allen has a good chance. Of course, he has a very good chance, and I wouldn't rule out Stage Star either. I wouldn't rule him out. I mean, he was running off top weight in a big weight in the handicap chase. So the ground went bad as well that day, and he hasn't run since. But he did win the Paddy Power, and that's probably smart enough for him. I didn't think the outsiders. I couldn't put my finger on any outsider that had a chance anyway. So I'd go with Banbridge if he turns up, but I suspect he may not even run.
Okay, that's Banbridge 5-2 favourite. Jonny, couldn't find any outsider that he could give a chance to. You know by now, David Casey, an early love of my life was Appreciate It. Can you give me any bit of hope that Appreciate It might come back to the horse that I thought he was, and I think you originally thought he might be as well?
Oh, Jesus, on his last 2 runs, you couldn't anyway. He was very disappointing. So maybe Thurles just came a bit soon after Christmas for him. That's kind of what you'd be.
Do you think he'll run here?
Yeah, he's in here and definitely won't run the Champion Chase anyway. So, and if we're not happy with him, he won't run at all. I'd say might go to Fairy House or somewhere, but we'll run Capadano. I think it's a bit short for him. I think it probably revolves around the top 3. Envoi Allen, I think, is probably the one to beat going on last year's form. At Banbridge, you'd be very worried about whether he'd run or not. If fast or slow on here, I think he'd win with his mouth open. But he'll have.
Do you think he could?
Oh, well, I don't know. He's entered, so
yeah,
anything could happen. But I think he'd win with his mouth open. If he ran here, you'd bounce him out and just let him gallop along, jump from fence to fence. They wouldn't see which way he went. But other than that, I'd probably go with Envoi Allen at 4-1. I think it's a good each way price.
Okay, Envoi Allen for David Casey. Okay, Capadano is 8-1. David gave him a mention there, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. Envoi Allen 4-1. I could see that getting even skinnier come nearer the time. And Robbie Power is very keen on Envoi Allen in that Ryanair Chase. 250 on the Thursday.